Um, yeah, so every week it's like I'm trying something, trying to figure it out, and I feel like there's a glare on the screen today, so we'll see. But today I'm going to be reading the story called Sammy and the Sparklers. We know what a sparkler is. It's a yeah, do you know, Nora? I do. It's actually one of those fireworks, yeah, that you hold in your hand and it sparkles and it's like, I was trying to hold them like out here because I don't want it to get on me and yeah, yeah, because I'm a fraidy cat. However, this is titled, is from our regular book, Sammy and the Sparklers. Both Teddy and Sammy knew perfectly well that they were not allowed to play with fireworks. Over and over again, Mother warned them how dangerous they could be, but the boys wanted fireworks just the same. No, said Mother, when you get older, maybe, but not now. Too many little boys get burned every single year. Oh, but we're old enough, said Teddy, 10 years old. No, said Mother. Oh, couldn't we have just a few sparklers? Begged 5-year-old Sammy. They couldn't hurt us, and they're so pretty. No, said Mother. Even sparklers can do a lot of damage. You have to be careful. We'll be careful, pleaded the boys. No, said Mother, and that was that. The boys walked away, mumbling and grumbling. I'm going to get some sparklers anyway, said Teddy. I've got some money. Let's go down and buy some. But what will Mother say? Said Sammy. She'll never find out, said Teddy. I will sneak them into the house, and we will set them off when she goes outside. Are you sure it's all right? Asked Sammy. Of course, said Teddy. I'll hide them somewhere in my bedroom. So they brought the sparklers, sneaked them into the house, and hid them in Teddy's bedroom. We'll light them up tomorrow, said Teddy. But Sammy couldn't wait that long. He wanted to light them right away. So early the next morning, after Teddy had dressed and left the house, Sammy took the sparklers out of their hiding place. Where could he light them in the house that no one would see? The only place he could think of was the bathroom. He could shut the door tight, and neither Teddy nor Mother would ever guess what he's doing. So he took the sparklers out of the box and a match of boxes up to the bathroom, and he closed the door. Then he struck the match and lit the sparkler. He watched it with delight as it fizzed and sputtered and threw out rays of tiny light. Happily he twirled around and around, but only for a few moments, when suddenly a spark fell on his pajamas. There was a flash and a puff of smoke, and in less time than it takes to tell, Sammy was enveloped in flames. Help! He shrieked. Mama, I'm on fire! Mama, come quick! And as it happened, Daddy got there first. He tried to put out the flames with his bare hands, and he got badly burned himself. Then Mother dashed in, seized a towel, and wrapped it around Sammy and rolled him on the floor. This smothered the flames, and the fire went out. But Sammy was still screaming in pain and fright. There he was, a pitiful person on the ground, rolling in pain. Mommy and Daddy rushed him to the hospital, where he was treated for his bad burns on his face and his arms and his chest. Need I tell you that neither Sammy nor Teddy ever sneaked any sparklers into the house again? Never. You may be sure of that. But what a pity that some children have to learn obedience the hard way. Here's a picture of Sammy. Here, wait, let me see. Okay, here he had the sparklers for those few exciting moments. And of course, here he fell. He didn't fall. He was on the ground in pain from his burns with Mommy and Daddy. It's so hard to obey. I get that. Who wants to do everything someone else says? When you think for sure they're wrong. They're wrong. They don't know. I'm not going to get burned. But you know what? Things go wrong more than we think. And before we know it, we're in big, big trouble because we didn't obey a little bitty rule. Yeah, sometimes we feel like, well, that's not fair. That's not a good rule. I know what I'm doing. I can do it anyway. Yeah, we can't always. We can't always think that, we're going to do this great and wonderful thing. Like I'm going to start jogging and run down the street and then I collapse at the end of the block and how am I going to get home? How? Right, all because I thought, hey, I can do it. I don't have to listen to anybody says. I'll just take a person with me. I don't have to start out really small. I'm going to go for the gusto. I'm going to go for all of it and get down there and do that. Yeah, and then you're stuck. It's so hard. It's so hard to obey. And you know what? I think we all know that. Whether we're young, whether we're old, whether we're rich, whether we're poor, we still have to follow directions. We still have to obey and listen to the people who know what's best for us, even when we think they don't. They have no idea what's best for me. Sometimes they do. So, if you're really, really, really rebellious, my idea would be pray first. Yeah. Real quick, let me just say that when I pray, when I feel like being rebellious, yeah, even me, I do it. I feel like being rebellious and not listening and not doing what I know I should do or what they think I should do and who are they. Yeah, I pray about it. And this is what I do. Since I'm not a good listener and I don't like to obey, that's pretty ghastly. I pray about it and I ask God, I'm like, Lord, if this is wrong for me, shut the door. Shut the door. Yeah. 20, you and I both know, shut the door, keep out the devil. Okay, so just a little reminder that we all have to obey. And also to say that I love you ladies. Haven't talked to you lately. But I love you guys and I will hopefully get to see you soon, especially Mima. We're hoping to come down next week. We'll see. We're going to call Mary. Hi, Mary. And Mom, I love you. I love our phone calls. I will talk to everybody soon. Take care of yourselves, guys. Try hard. Try to obey. Sometimes people do know what's best.